Hi everyone! We are finishing up this project that I had completed for a while, but just now quilted and binded. Well, half binded. We're about to bind now, finish the binding today, and then I will show you how I clean my machine also. I guess that's something that's really interesting. I find it interesting. It's kind of calming and relaxing when you clean your machine, oil it, and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's nice. We're gonna be able to finish this bad boy up today. And then I'll hold it up and show what it looks like. All right, let's do this. I love binding. Binding is so therapeutic to me. I'm gonna knot that. But binding is therapeutic, but to me it also represents the completion of all your hard work that you know basically get to enjoy. It's a little washed in here. Let me turn this off. There we go. Here we go. And then I know I'm doing a lot with my lighting right now. I know. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry. I was initially going to pull out the cutting table to kind of help with the bulk, but I realized that it wasn't really helping because my problems exist over here on this side where everything is getting dragged down on that side. I should really make a quilt that's all handmade. Not machine, but hand. But I don't know how people piece the quilt top together though. Maybe I should machine piece the quilt top, but hand quilt everything else. Like hand quilt it together, hand bind. Granted, most of the women I know, they machine quilt on one side and then hand bind on the other side. So I don't know, maybe a 50-50 way of making quilt. I think I'll do that. I should bring a TV tray in here to help me out with the bulk. Making sure I'm catching on all sides, and it is. It's actually turned out really well. Typically, when I bind a quilt, it doesn't always catch perfectly on the other side, but this one's turning out really well. So I don't know what kind of luck I've had lately, but man, this is, I'm I am pretty lucky right now. Check on the other side. I'll see, this one's a little wonky. I don't know if you can see it on camera because it's kind of dark. I promise you it's a little wonky. It's okay, since we did it to the front. Nobody will ever know unless they take a magnifying glass and decide they want to find every imperfection in it. Which I don't think people would do because they're just happy to get a free blanket most of the time. But man, I really wanted to go to my quilt shop today, but the roads are just so bad. I couldn't do it. And they're closed Sundays and Mondays, so I'll have to wait to get there. Try to adjust my mic also. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I definitely don't want to get my fabric anywhere else because, you know, you gotta shop local. You gotta help the small businesses. Always shop local when you can. And when I pivot and change to a different side of the quilt, it's gonna be a little heavy. I tend to put my nose really, really close to a sewing machine. Trying to make sure my mitered corner is going to be good. Without my hand getting in the way, hopefully. Okay. Don't press the cut button, Jasmine. That's a bad idea. Ugh. And now we pivot again. Okay. Whew. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. Put the foot back down. Bam. I promise, eventually I'll finish that quilt I first started on stream. I promise. But what am I gonna do until I'm able to make it to the quilt shop, though? I might have to start on another project because I do have a bunch of scrap fabric already cut up for another project that I planned on working on, so I may do that. At least until we get the remaining pieces for our baby quilt. I'm just like beating my camera up right now. To oil my walking foot because it is squeaking. I don't know if you can hear it, but this little walking foot here, it is squeaking. It might need some oil. Usually a good sign that it needs oil is when it squeaks, right? I try not to let it squeak before I add oil, obviously, for obvious reasons. yet that I'm excited to also clean my machine. Because when I clean my machine, it feels like an accomplishment. Wow, you did it. And now she's clean and ready for her next adventures. I think I might have to redo that part. Yeah. I went a little off there, didn't I? Try to fix that now. A little seam ripper. See the thread? It's not ripping though. Where am I catching on? Come on. There we go. There we go. Fixed it. Now we will back stitch about here. There we go. And bam! Nothing ever happened. Just a minor speed bump. That's all it was. Just because I was a little scared to put my fingers near the needle. Man. Such a coward. You're not doing it right if your fingers aren't about to get stabbed by a needle. I need another stitch. Pivot again. That was a good pivot actually. That was a really good pivot. Oh, I just threw it, didn't I? Get in there. Oh, that pull. I feel it happening. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Still catching. Also still bobbing. Almost there, guys. We are getting somewhere, right? I think I love quilting so much is because I get to work with these beautiful, beautiful fabrics, and I wish I don't know. I wish I could just have all the beautiful fabrics in the world just to stare at. It's almost like art. Like, I want to make something out of it, and I just don't have enough time in the world just to make something. Big bump. I want to make sure I grab everything. There we go. Perfect. I have to do a little scraping test to make sure I'm catching everything. But yeah, it's going along swimmingly, right? Going along very swimmingly. Sorry, my face is so dark. What if I turn this on? Does that even help a little? Not really, huh? It's okay. We're fine, right? I think we're good. So far, 18 minutes in. And I'm close to being done. Oops. Okay, got a little squirrely. Backtrack. There we go. Fold, fold. Pretty good week this week, I'm not gonna lie. Got beautiful snow. Got to stay in. Be lazy and not do much. Completely enjoyed it. I think I only enjoyed the snow. It's because we don't get snow often, so whatever we do get, we get to enjoy it. We get to appreciate it more. Pivot. Thick piece down here. I'm trying to stay ahead of it. I'm trying to make sure this is catching. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Whoop. That's a little thick, bulky part right here. Because of the binding seam. Okay, cool, we're good. I think this is the top part of the quilt. So we have the rest of this top part, and then we have a little bit of the other side because I started. Oh man, I sit on my feet when I quilt. I don't know why, but it's comfier for me to sit on my feet when I quilt. But sometimes I sit too long on my feet and it starts to fall asleep. There we go. Ugh. Make sure it's folded over. Oh, get a little squirrely. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I know you guys weren't part of the journey with this quilt, but I appreciate you guys for accepting it and letting me work on it. And that I am not the best scheduler. I don't think the mic is picking up on the squeakiness of my walking foot, but it's pretty squeaky, if I had to tell you the truth. One more pivot. Last pivot and a few more binding clips. And we're done. Speed sewing, speed sewing. I think this is our last binding clip. It sure is. I'll show you guys on here, but if you guys want to see better pictures, go on my Instagram and I'll post a better picture of this, I promise. But we are done. Oops, I'm gonna put that back in here. Okay. I'm not tall enough to hold the whole thing up, but let's see. There's a binding clip. Hope you can see. Kind of looks like chain links. That's what the pattern is called, chain links. Here's the back. Whew. Yeah, if you want to see better pictures, definitely go on my Instagram. I promise to take way better pictures of it. Okay, give me a few seconds to get my sewing machine cleaning stuff out, and I'll be right back. All right, let's see if there's a good way to go about this. I don't know if that's focused or not, honestly. Focus. Focus to me, all right? Whoops. First things first, this needs to come off. Okay. That goes here. Okay, next thing, this. do like to get my little duster out and dust the area. I do need to take the old screw out, or the old needle out. I need to push the feed dogs in. Get my little brush out. I do have a lot of brushes to use to clean, by the way. Like tons of them. And then, oops, go back. I need to make sure, obviously it's important to maintain your machine, right? Take that out. It is pretty gross in there. I don't know if you can see all that lint in there. And so I will do an initial sweep of all the lint. And then I'll go in with like a smaller brush to get even more lint out. It is pretty bad, but I've also seen worse. I have done worse, I feel like. I probably need my little baby trash can. So giving up. It's probably gonna be that bad. So I use this tiny brush here to get in the crevices. And there's a setting, look at that. It's not focusing. But anyways, you can see the lint that I just got from that. There's a setting on my machine where it tells you how to clean the thread catcher, which I'm about to do right now. You push this, and it opens or initiates that, and then you go in with your little brush and clean some more, because I did a number on this thing. I clean after every project, so, but I tend to oil a little bit more often. Some lint there. Pretty gross. Get some lint off of little arms. That's pretty clean, honestly. They were pretty big clumps, so it was easy to get all the little dust, dirt, little thread fragments off. I like cleaning my sewing machine. I like cleaning it a lot. It's so calming. Cool. And then I reinitialize it. Get out of that setting. Cool. Where did I put the faceplate? Over here. Now you can put it back on. Cool. Now I'm going to clean this little area behind the bobbin, or in the bobbin case. Can't see it, unfortunately. I can't get a good angle of it with my webcam, but I will show you. I am dusting in here. Pop the bobbin out. here. Give it a good brush. Get the lint off of it. And then pop the racing hook out. And I gotta clean behind that and oil behind it. And I also need to oil the racing hook. Here's the racing hook. Give it a little brush. Get the lint off of it. Put it down here. That's perfect, Cool. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen these. These are little brushes that clean between braces and between your teeth. I've also found that they work perfectly for cleaning behind the racing hook to get any big dust bunny ball that you wouldn't be able to get out with tweezers. I have had that problem where I could not get a big lint ball out of here, but oh, I got one. I got a little lint ball. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to capture my face like right there. Big lint ball. That's pretty big to me anyways. It's like people don't take those small kidney stones seriously, but they cause so much pain. It could happen with the sewing machine with a tiny little lint ball. Bam. Got it. And I take my little brush again, go back there. Clean, clean, clean. Get more lint. Look how much lint was back there. Clean some more. It was pretty gross back there. I guess when oil and lint mixed together doesn't make a pleasant combination, huh? Bam. Okay, where's my oil? I just had it. Okay, here it is. I use my Bernina oil. Boom. I put it where the racing hook lays. They say 1 drop, but I put 2 to 3, honestly. Lube it up nicely. And then inside the racing hook where that little felt pads are, one on each. My sewing machine tends to be really thirsty, so I just give her what she wants. Give her what she wants. Then you put the racing hook back in. Right. Put the bobbin back in. Click. You also need to add a new needle. I use Schmidt's. I use Schmidt's quilting needles. Put that baby right in there. Not too tight. You don't want it to break by over tightening it. Oops. Okay, where's the foot I usually use? I like to keep that on there, the 97D foot. Put it in there. There we go. And then we rethread it. I may change this thread for my next project, but for right now, Just gotta make sure everything runs smoothly. Put the feed dogs back up. What's on there? This does have an automatic threader, but honestly I don't know how to use it. I don't. I probably should go on YouTube and watch how to do it instead of doing it this old-fashioned way. What happens when my eyes get bad? Got it. And now we will sew a test piece. Got my test fabric here. She purrs like a kitten. It also helped to do a few test stitches because the oil also comes off, so you don't want oil on your next project. Yeah, that's it. That was we finished that one project, didn't we? It wasn't on our itinerary, but you know, things happen for a reason. We ended up finishing that one. But I promise that we will get back to the original project. I won't let this be the one that just sits in a closet like previous projects. But thanks guys, I'll see you next time. And if I don't find a way to get to the quilt shop, I guess I'll start on another project. I don't know yet. I'll look into it. But let me see what I got. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, let me see what I have. Okay. Here's the thing, right? I do have my scrap fabric cut for this pattern, the Cozy Cabin quilt, and I've already had them pre-cut and baggied. See? Look, I already have my A's. My A's. And my B's. So I guess I can work on these next. I guess I can work on them next since they're pre-cut and ready to go. I don't even have to cut on stream or anything. So I might start on Cozy Cabin, and when I get to a stopping point, I'll stop and then finish up our project baby quilt. Because I have to stream something, right? I have to. So, you know, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But I appreciate you guys watching. See you soon.